Because yes, I have doubts about the church, but the doubts that would arise from abandoning my faith seem to be far more and far deeper.
So this begs the question, who are you putting your faith in? Because leaving the Mormon church doesn't necessarily mean leaving Jesus Christ. In fact, a very good percentage of ex-Mormons remain Christian. Meaning we're not abandoning our faith in Jesus Christ, rather we're just abandoning some of the unique doctrines of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Because it was by putting my faith more in Jesus Christ and not so much the leadership and organization of the church, I found the answers to all of those doubts and questions that I had.
So I stayed, not because I'm oblivious to questions, but because the answers I find here are more fulfilling, more comforting, and more spiritually invigorating than anything that I found anywhere else.
See, there's that problem again. Are you looking for answers from somewhere or from someone? Because you said that the answers you get from the church are the most comforting. Well, a walk in a relationship with Jesus Christ is very uncomfortable. He will take you out of your comfort zone.
I know the church isn't perfect. I know its history is complex and at times deeply troubling. I know its leaders are flawed and messed up just like the rest of us.
So you know all those flawed and deeply messed up and complex things? Just remember this. God is not the author of confusion, and in fact, anything you ask him in faith, he will give to you. And if you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, and it shall be given unto you. Also keep in mind that by their fruits you shall know them.
But at its core, it is a church built on the foundation of Jesus Christ, and he is perfect. His love is perfect. His atonement is perfect, and it is him that I choose to follow. So I'm staying because I believe in Jesus Christ and his teachings.
I mean, first of all, you sound a lot like this devout Catholic I encountered on Facebook the other day. Isn't it crazy how millions of people can be so faithful and devout to a church that many Mormons presume to be the great and abominable church? But my main problem with your statement is, what do you believe are the teachings of Jesus Christ? Because when Jesus visited the Nephites, he taught them repentance and baptism. He declared that this is my doctrine, and anyone who declares more or less than this, it comes of evil. Which is why so many people start to have doubts and questions about the doctrine of the church, is because they realize the church's unique doctrines don't align with the doctrines taught in the Bible or in the Book of Mormon. Like what Jesus taught the woman at the well about temples. She was a Samaritan. The Samaritans were banned from the temple in Jerusalem, so they worshipped on the mountain instead. He said, "The hour cometh when you shall not worship either on the mountain or in Jerusalem, but only in spirit and in truth." Regarding that temple, he said, "Ye worship ye know not what. Remember, God is not the author of confusion." In fact, the Book of Mormon thoroughly describes the evils of secret oaths and covenants and secret signs and handshakes. And again in the Book of Mormon, after the simple doctrine of Christ is taught, it says, "This is the way, there is none other way nor name given, whereby a man may enter heaven." So it specifically says there's no other name given that will get us into heaven? Another example of Jesus' actual teachings is what he taught about marriage after death. I know this opens a whole can of worms, so if you're in the middle of typing a comment trying to defend polygamy, just stop what you're doing and go ahead and go to the YouTube channel 132 Problems. Because it's at this point when we start to talk about the complex and troubling doctrines and history where you say you have to just put your blinders on and choose faith rather than doubt. So please ask yourself, are you putting your faith and trust in the church and in the narrative and doctrines they're teaching you? Or are you putting your faith and trust in the teachings of Jesus, who said, "If you have a question, ask me and I will show you the truth"? He even tried to warn us here in the Book of Mormon, where it says that the church with this book would be full of false and vain and foolish doctrines, and warns that all of the churches have gone astray and been corrupted. Mormon also prophesied of the people with this record, lamenting, "Why have you polluted the holy church of God?"
I believe in his love. I'm staying because I felt that love, I've experienced it, and I've been transformed by it.
And as for this, literally any Christian can say that. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints does not hold a monopoly on Jesus.